man?
I don't.
Is there news?
No news yet. You need a drink.
No, I don't.
No, but I do. Would have been bad manners not to offer the Emperor one first.
Getting one of those. Do you have people watching?
When it's 6, we'll be the first to know.
The first to know of the match
The
sound?
first to know of the accident.
Yes, quite.
The sword would have been quicker.
Less accidental, more mess.
Hail, sister.
Seneca, my friend.
Come to join the party.
You must have some of Ortho's wine. It's good local stuff.
You're most gracious, sister.
Boris not walking in town, with you?
He remains outside. Sister, the boat has been seen to sink.
She's gone. She's gone!
Well, I think that deserves another drink.
It might look ill if someone saw you celebrating so gracefully, sister.
The bitch is dead. She can no longer poison Rome with her influence.
You can rule unencumbered.
Despite our best efforts, your mother still had influential friends.
Seneca, are any of the influential friends in the room at present?
No.
Then we must talk less and drink more.
I merely advise caution and restraint.
I am shocked and surprised.
I am free. Do you realize? Completely free for the first time in, well, forever. She can no longer influence me or work through me or work against me. My life is my own.
You can rule completely free.
I can recite something to the whole damn forum if I want.
Hail Caesar!
First,
I bring an urgent message.
From whom?
Your mother.
What?
A freedman came with a message from the Lady Agrippina to her son, the Emperor.
Get on with it!
Her boat has sunk, but the freedman is thankful to the gods that she was able to swim ashore.
Oh, the gods!
Fine luck.
What on earth do we do now?
Is she still on the shore?
As far as I'm aware.
Is the freedman alone?
Yes.
He's an assassin.
Sister.
He could be an assassin. He could really be one for all we know.
Sister, this might be a fortuitous moment. Burroughs and I both advised against this.
We can end it now. Nobody need to know.
She knows.
She sent a message to you immediately.
She knows, of course she knows. She will always know. This is her way of getting out of it. Her way of pretending it didn't happen. Her way of surviving. Hoping that I was scared to do anything more.
Then now's the time for the sword. This was found on the freedman sent to deliver the message. An attempted assassin. Fortunately, we found it. But an attempt on the Emperor's life must be punished immediately.
A trial, then imprisonment.
A trial only gives her the chance to try again.
She cannot try again if she did not try in the first place.
Who's to say she won't try for real next time? You can never truly live and be yourself while she lives too.
Yes. You're right, my friend. Burroughs, send one of the Praetorians.
Caesar, I must advise against this.
Are you questioning my order?
The Praetorian Guard cannot kill the Emperor's mother. It would be impolitic.
Then send somebody else!
Sister, we can't just say...
That is the Imperial command!
As you say.
I need some air.
We can pick something off the laundries. They should be right around now. If not, I'll take this just in case.
Isn't there some stoic motto about making the same mistake twice?
If there is, it escapes me.
You should write one if there isn't one. He won't listen to us.
About this, he will on other things. This is different.
Matricide is rather a unique event.
It will be a traitor's death. She was undeniably conspiring for her own power.
People won't care.
At least he won't be wielding the dagger himself. On that note,
There are some soldiers outside, not with the Praetorians. We'll use one of them.
Bread.
Your favourite food in the whole of the Roman world is bread.
It's dependable, durable.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I look for in food. Durability.
When you're lost and hungry in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, is it time for another war story already?
Middle of nowhere, let's say Britain.
Funny, fuck you.
Then you, Florence, for not turning your nose up. There's a good bit of regret.
What's that?
Father's present.
It's the only food in the world, Princess. Can't be anything else.
Well, there are quite a few things in there that might turn your head.
Or your stomach.
Such as.
Well, there's dormouse, peacock, twirly things from Numidia, and something that looks like it used to belong to a goat.
Where would we be without your culinary genius, Suetonians?
Oh, did I forget to mention bread?
Is that it?
What were you expecting? The head of the Emperor's mother on a plate?
That's enough.
Oh, come on.
Enough.
One woman bloodies our sword and suddenly it's a taboo subject.
Only one of us bloodied our swords, if I remember correctly.
Would you like a try-on?
Look, can we not talk about it, please? They're coming back out. We should finish this program.
Must we stay much longer?
Oh, it would not be looked upon kindly if we were to scurry away in the dark.
There are only so many times one can say congratulations.
She was a horrific woman, by all accounts.
And clever. Would she really have been so stupid as to try to...
My Lady Octavia, it is a pleasure to see you.
Suspicious Galva, the pleasure is likewise. I noticed she has escaped.
Ah, it's a mare only, my lady.
Ah, this is me escaping this mare as well. It's dreadfully stuffy inside. Wouldn't you say so, Peter? Or should that be like in the Annis to avoid confusion with your brother?
Piso is fine. It is likely the braziers, my lady. Making it stuffy.
Of course, that's certainly one explanation.
Are there others?
Your swift action must again be commended, Caesar.
Word, Dennis, you have been commanding the action so swiftly all evening. I'm wondering if you're not angling to recreate it for us yourself.
You could always write a poem.
Unlike yourself, Caesar, I am not skilled in such arts.
Perhaps you could try playing instead.
Now, don't speak too loudly. You'll encourage Seneca. My dear, have the party moved outside? We came out with some air.
Your gardens are lovely at this time of year, Caesar.
Aren't they just leaving us already? One of us should stay inside to greet the guests. People are still arriving. There are still several courses to go.
Of course, Caesar.
And we look forward to them. Perhaps we should return for a snack before the next ones arrive, Pisa.
The dormouse is particularly good.
Just some bread, perhaps.
If you follow me, gentlemen.
So, looking forward to your Johnson's African proconsul, Vitellius?
It should be pleasant enough if the natives don't kick up too much of a fuss.
Not sounded too grateful.
No, I'm very grateful. For the opportunity, I must thank you again for giving it to me, Emperor.
Giving it? You're not from memory suggesting that the lots from somewhere rigged, are you?
No, I was simply stating that...
Really nice, Audrey. Vitellius, would you mind dreadfully going off and heading off that builder chap? He's going to be nagging me all evening about that builder fellow, about that temple my mother should have built. I'd be most grateful.
Certainly, Caesar, but what should I talk to him about?
Mortar, masonry, manpower, whatever you like. Oh, try domes, if you're pretty ambitious.
Domes.
Just an idea I had. So, did you get a look at her?
Now look at who?
Don't be boring. Only the woman I've been talking to you about all evening.
It was crammed in there, I could barely get a glance.
A glance would have been enough.
I take it Octavia wasn't blocking your view then.
No, she wasn't.
What was her name again?
Prepare Sabina. She's my gift.
Gift.
And for you. For your help in things in general.
She's not married.
No. Divorced. Do you know how her husband used to have a grocery store?
Really? No, I didn't.
Yes, my mother's doing.
The divorce?
No, the dismissal. The divorce is down to me.
Oh, really? For my benefit? I should be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Once I get a look at her, of course.
She should be meeting us outside. Well, I asked her.
When?
Inside.
What was I doing?
Drowning yourself in amphora? I don't know. Incidentally, this gift.
What about it?
I may wish to borrow it from time to time.
What about that Greek woman? Acting.
What about her?
The number of times we snuck her into the palace for you, now you
Can't
want to
go anywhere. That can't go anywhere.
And this can. Octavia.
Is just my wife, and words like that.
Well, I'm not one to be brutish. Who do you think I am? Your mother? Caesar?
Ah, here we are. Wonderful for you to join us, my lady. You brighten the gardens with your presence.
You are too.
Let me introduce you to a man I've been talking to you about all evening. This is
Marcus Salazar. Yes, I know much right. Oh dear. Who from? Reputation and rumor. Two devious companions of mine. They spoke of you in hushed voices, didn't you know? Wild, reckless, extravagant. Why, I hardly expected to find you swinging from the rafters and drenching your guests in a glory of wine. Well, there are no rafters out here, I'm afraid. And I'm all out of wine. Well, that should be remedied.
Yes, I most heartily agree. Why don't you move inside? After you, my lady.
Where did she come from?
I have no idea.
Did you see the way he was ogling her last week?
Most of the rooms saw it.
This is different from that freed woman.
You think I don't know that? I recommended actor, didn't I? It's your move.
That can at least be kept a secret, but this, with Octavia in the room.
The girl has put up with one.
Oh, it doesn't matter what the girl has to put up with. She remains our blood link to Claudius.
May Claudius, the divine pumpkin, watch over us all.
Witty. Without her, our legitimacy hangs by a thread. And he could marry this one too.
She's marked for offer.
For now.
If we both oppose him, he will not get rid of Octavia.
And our joint disapproval worked so well for his mother.
That was different.
Gentlemen,
My lady,
who's winning?
It's hard to tell at this stage.
he means I'm winning.
Will you be joining us this evening?
Us.
Seems weird to have guests again. The Lady Payer returns.
And offer.
Well, of course.
Seneca, I was wondering...
It's all right, I've already asked them. That is what you were coming to do?
No. What a marvellous idea.
Well, 4 is such a small number for a dinner, and the conversation would fall flat very soon.
I don't believe it would.
I'm not feeling particularly chatty. Seneca could fill any void I left in the conversation.
No doubt.
Though if we are to host guests every week, I'll endeavour to become more loquacious.
You don't appear to be having any trouble at the moment.
Perhaps this would be a good time for us to go and change.
You have arrived together.
Chance meeting at the door.
Oh, you're early.
But not too early.
Not at all. You look wonderful this evening, my dear Claire.
The Emperor's wife sets the standard of beauty for the entire city.
How kind of you to say.
But Payer's conversation the other evening was very entertaining. It's so good to have you back here, my lady.
You and your wife are equally gracious.
I'm not sure about that.
Caesar!
What is it?
Seneca and I have matters which would not be suitable to discuss over dinner.
Concerning what?
Tigranes and the Armenian situation. The Parthians are still skirmishing along his frontiers.
I thought that was the point of the Armenians.
He also mentions Corvina. This would benefit from further discussion.
I do hope you don't think I'm being dreadfully rude. Not at all.
It's quite all right.
I'm sure I'll go and I keep the lady entertained. You two do look very good together.
I can comment.
Do you play Payer?
I have been known to dabble.
Oh, you must play me sometime.
Are you good? Very. I've heard it's a game easy to learn, but hard to
I've
master.
been playing a long time. Otho can always help you.
I'm sure he could. Of course, though I claim to be no master myself.
Oh, you have plenty of time to practice when the two of you are married. Should I not have known that? Only the Emperor said... Not at all. Must admit I do love weddings. Although as a brother to Nero's, it should be a splendid affair.
Any fraternal love on his part, I'm sure, will not save me the expense.
Perhaps not, but then... I would not know. I never got to go to my brother's wedding. You must excuse me, I must prepare before we dine. I look forward to seeing you both later.
So, I'm to look forward to our impending marriage.
The Emperor was to suggest it tonight.
His wife got that first.
Case of miscommunication.
They were communicating so well until now.
Do you mind
Right?
marrying me?
Do you mind marrying me?
Not at all.
Some might think it was rather soon a week.
By the stances of the Imperial family, a week would be considered a long-term relationship when it comes to marriage.
Would you consider yourself as part of the Imperial family now?
No,
Why do you want to?
Nero was as a brother to me. What more could I possibly want?
It is his sense of custom, duty, of how he feels life should be that ultimately restrain.
And a woman?
In this world, a woman moves by marriage. Up, down, sideways, back and forth. Her position in the world is dictated by the man she is married to. There is no escaping that.
And what of money?
One often comes with the other. Sometimes they're even the same thing.
You'd not be any the poorer for marrying me.
No, far from it. From the disgraced wife of a Praetorian prefect to that of the Emperor's right now.
And I feel that I would not be any the poorer for marrying you.
I hope you will not.
Oh, bloody Armenians.
Oh, well, on the Eastern Front.
The Parthians are only nibbling at his frontiers because they're antagonizing his kind kings. If he carries on provoking them, the region will be up in flames again.
Perhaps they are too used to the smell of smoke.
I hope Orphe's been keeping you entertained.
Octavia sets the ball rolling.
She's good at that. You'll never guess what I got Seneca to agree to in exchange for calming the Armenians.
You didn't.
I am, to quote Seneca, to partake in a small hippodrome exercise.
Chariot race. How on earth did you get him to agree to that?
Well, it was either that or a poetry reading, and I think Burrus told Seneca, or the other way around, I don't know, that it was more militaristic to do chariots. Will you come watch?
Well, I would have paid to see Boris's face, but I suppose the chariots will have to do.
And you, my dear?
So many invitations, I am honored.
As I said, we love your company here, and I simply knew we must have more often. Isn't that right, Otho?
Of course. Perhaps we could head through some couches.
Once I did, I might spur the slaves into action. I do hope Galba didn't bore your ear off the other evening. Hercules give me strength, that man's a sour old bore.
Miserable sod disagree with you, just for the sake of it.
Thankfully, the conversation didn't last too long. You seem far more interested in talking to that young fellow, Caesar.
Indeed.
All right. Have I got everyone's stats? 5 strips each? Well, you could pick the same color as somebody else, but wouldn't it be boring?
Four-way race makes things a bit more interesting.
Plus, the winner will be generous with his drinks later on.
I don't know about that.
Tonight, gentlemen, you'll be drinking on me, I suspect.
Still with the blue sentences?
Well, it's the way to go.
Blind loyalty.
Right, I guess I'll go with the reds.
Green every time, mate. Come on, green!
Guess that leaves me with the whites. That could be worse. Could be the reds.
What's wrong with the reds?
Their drivers swim. That's why they're last.
What?
Cross-eyed. They can't see straight.
I know what it means. How do you know the last?
They've been laughing.
Now, language. Besides, he's lying. I'm pretty sure at least half his eyes work.
Come on, mate.
Come on. Don't be loose.
Yeah,
Come on. Come on, come on.
Jesus!
Yes, come on, come on.
That's not
Damn it!
Every time. The Emperor doesn't look happy.
Green's hand, Arthur's got his money. Good thing to do, he has to pay off that wedding.
Speaking of which, pay off.
All right.
Otho's less happy now that Prepare's commiserating with Nero.
Is he leaving?
No. Looks like he's going down to the track.
Why?
Probably congratulate the winner. Great, the driver of the Greens.
Play how many fingers, the driver of the Reds.
This is only 18.
All right, who goes to?
Coming.
Is he?
New bets on. He falls on the second lap, double or nothing.
Go on. What's the other driver going to do?
Try not to win too hard. Here's betting the driver of the Reds crashes into him.
Oh, wait.
What?
We need drinks for this.
Agreed.
Yes, we do.
You're back.
Yes. You're here, of course.
You're late.
Are you surprised? You're early. Are you disappointed?
How was it?
Do you really want to know?
No.
What bothers you?
Of course it bothers me.
You knew it would be like this.
No. Don't think I did, really.
I'm glad you're here. As am I, sis. You don't need to call me that. Isn't that terribly inappropriate?
I thought it'd be different. I thought that...
What?
I didn't think that I'd care. I thought that...
It would be fine. There's no one here to touch or disapprove.
I can always touch. Oh, I don't think you would.
You don't seem to have any problem with it.
I won't lie to you. This isn't an ideal situation.
Why?
How so? To be even in the presence of an emperor is a thrill. To be close, alone even, is more than I ever dared dream of when I was young.
Is that what your dreams mean?
Is that all this is? Dreams of power and inconsequential feelings.
My feelings are not inconsequential.
Mine are.
No, neither are his.
My wife.
Because of him.
I arranged it because of you. And what part does Otho play? He is my friend.
This hurts him.
This hurts me.
You hurts you.
I'm still your husband.
And he is still the emperor. Also knew what to expect. What did you think it would be like if not this?
Casual.
Subtle.
Calm.
Simple.
Convenience.
Satisfying.
And now?
I don't see you enough.
I want to see you more. Why? You're charming.
I fell for you.
Intoxicating.
I didn't mean to, but you... I can't think straight when I'm around you.
But you can't. These aren't things I say lightly.
But it's the truth.
Because of marriage?
I know what this marriage is, or was meant to be. That doesn't matter.
My life has been one of obligation and requirement.
Why can't it be one of desire and want?
Octavia and I were saddled together at a young age. Maybe it was fine then, it fit into the plan.
Not anymore. It's no longer enough to go along with sense without regard for feeling.
All my life I've been held back. Advice,
Caution.
politics,
To go against an emperor in a matter like this is madness, and yet...
all I can think about.
Madness.
You,
Every moment.
every day.
I'm the same.
Nero's done this before, you know.
Otho knew what to expect.
There was this Greek girl, acting.
She knew that too. What the emperor wants.
The emperor gets.
It is foolishness to think otherwise.
Why should it be like that? we, in this instance, say no?
I don't want you to not refuse, I want you to accept. And what about what I want? Does that come into this at all? Are my ambitions any less prevalent than yours?
Is that what this is? Ambition?
You say it like it's a dirty word. Like the mere association with the notion of ambition makes my desires any less meaningful or justifiable than yours. And yet, what have you been doing with your life? All the while rising, seeking to better yourself. Yes, by rank and finance, but also in intelligence, enjoyment, and the mere act of living. Looking to make the most of your time outside of the womb of woman before returning to the womb of the gods. Is this the right of men only? No. My options are limited. Am I at fault for making use of them? In this world, a woman moves only by marriage. Is it wrong to make use of them? Some may think so. Some inevitably will think so. But I'm not content to live an ordinary life. My gender will not confine me so. I will live, and I will experience, and I will rise. Steep the path, steep the drop. But better to have climbed than to have never climbed at all.
Must you climb to the top?
Why stop before the summit? It is hard to press on before the second point.
Do you not enjoy yourself with me?
You content with where you are? I did not say that.
Might there be no love?
Do you love him? I did not say that. If you will excuse me.
Enjoy yourself.
Excuse me?
She was here again. I hope you kept her sufficiently entertained. It's a long walk from Otho's house.
Oh, stop talking.
It's almost refreshing to know there's marriage in a city worse than ours.
Your unique talent to kill the mood never ceases to amaze me. Bitch!
Do something.
No.
We're back to this one. Cold and unfeeling.
Oh, you do it so well.
Where are you going?
To live my life.
Open up!
What? What's going on?
Who is it?
The Emperor, Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus.
Who for?
What are you doing?
Who for?
Are you mad?
For the Lady Poppaea, who wishes for her return to the palace.
It seems I am to return. No. Don't be an idiot.
No.
Would you bar the doors and strop on my behalf? How very gallant of you.
I would fight for you, would you?
Open up!
We're coming. Please. Please what? There is no choice here.
Please. I would prefer that you stay. Stay tonight with me. You don't need to go. I'm here. I can always be here. We can let him in, and you could be ill. You could refuse. We could both be ill. We could both be so very ill. Together.
Otho. Poppaea?
I didn't need this to happen, you know. I doubt he planned for it either. But I won't apologize. He can still make something of this. Somehow. He can shout and scream as much as he likes. I wouldn't trade all the armies of the Rhine for you. And without you, is he really
Really not at all. Arthur, open this door!
Armies of the mine aren't yours to trade. They're his. They're all his. You must open the door. You're a dead man, else.
I might be dead man already.
You must go. You want to go. Does that matter?
Yes, to me.
I'm sorry.
You took your time.
We were enjoying each other's company.
Well, I'd like her to return.
I guessed as much.
Then why on earth did you...
We were busy. The slaves were lazy and didn't do their jobs properly.
You will face me. Will you come back with me?
Of course.
No. No.
Yes.
Will you please fetch my shawl?
I don't...
The Emperor knows where he can find it.
Please.
Please.
The Emperor must be calmed down.
That is obvious. Arthur is in the next room.
What? Under guard?
I asked him to come. He came without escort.
Does the Emperor know?
No, not yet.
Did you hear what he did?
Yes,
Did you hear what he tried to do last night?
And how is the Lady Imperator? Did she sleep well?
I believe so.
you should not act rashly.
And why on earth not?
It might look ill.
He is your friend.
Was.
And what are you going to accuse him of? The crime of loving his own wife?
No.
This can be easily dealt with. Lusitania.
What about it?
It's far away, not overly important, and lacks a governor.
A long-term appointment saves us a mess.
And that's a good thing.
It's just her. Far away from her, he'll be fine, and, more importantly, there's stability. It's just routine. Everyone's still friends.
And prepare.
Her husband will keep her away from the dangers of such a barbaric province.
And eventually they divorce due to the distance between them.
Perhaps.
Caesar, what are you suggesting?
And once they're divorced...
No.
I beg your pardon?
You cannot divorce Octavia.
Did I say that? Did those words actually come out of my mouth?
The daughter of Claudius is your legitimacy. Without her...
I am his adopted son, a son of a god, no less.
Oh yes, that wildly worshipped god so eloquently lambasted as a pumpkin by dear Seneca here.
That did not work so well for Britannicus.
Oh, so Britannicus is gonna rise out of the underworld and depose me?
No! But somebody else might. Certainly likely considered if you dispose of a woman considered most virtuous in Rome, in exchange for the sham wife of your best friend while smeared in his blood. The Praetorian Guard can only protect you from so much and not from yourself.
So, Lusitania.
It seems the best option.
They'll see through it.
Better to see through it than to see something worse.
Might I ask, what of Poppaea?
She'll remain here as my guest. The most virtuous woman in Rome will deal with it admirably, I'm sure.
It would look unfavorable.
I do not care. Deal with Lusitania.
Why are you here?
Shouting chariot. I should thank you.
You should. Although it was not just about you.
Your influence is still considerable for now.
It was lucky for you, but it still is.
When it runs out,
You say follow Titania immediately.
perhaps I should call in on Bedelius on the way.
No!
As if I was a joke.
It's dangerous to make jokes.
Not even a goodbye.
Not who you were hoping for.
I'm sorry. So am I. That freed woman,
I think she's the least of our worries at the moment, don't you?
certainly the least of yours.
We've lasted this long.
We'll go. All of us. One by one.
At least some of us will have the chance to come back.
This is goodbye.
Let me walk you to the door. That will be our farewell.
I have not done you the kindness to deserve that.
Well, nor have I. I allowed her into your arms.
You couldn't have stopped it.
Could have if I'd had the sense. Should we walk to the door?
Thank you for the escort. You will not be needed further.
This is a rough part of the city.
It seems quiet enough.
Seems like it for now, but it might not remain that way.
Then please wait at the end of the alley. This should not take long.
Sir,
Are you not being well paid enough for this extra service? Now please.
don't talk to anyone apart from the guy you're meeting.
Excuse me?
You don't look like you belong, is what he means.
And? What is it to be?
The Spaniard Tarkans.
Taraco's on the right coast at least. Could have been Beagon.
Beagon belongs to the Senate.
Might have been Lusitania if Otho hadn't taken up residence.
Why does exiled Otho retain honor despite strife? He only committed adultery with his wife.
Did you come up with that yourself?
People are whispering it all over the city.
Makes sense. You're not one for poetry. Why are we meeting here? Hispania's not so
So
bad.
listen to me. The political situation around here is fragile at best, and sometime very soon it's going to crack.
Ever the optimist?
Otho is only the tip of the iceberg. The Emperor is obsessed with that woman. She practically lives at the palace. For the moment, so does Octavia.
For the moment.
I heard some rumors that Burrus is ill.
Ill?
Quieter rumors suggest poison.
Poisoned by whom? Right.
Anyway, these are just rumors. Octavia might persist, Burrus might get better, but this is none of your concern.
What is?
Keep your head down and do what the Emperor asks of you, and nothing else.
Steady on. He's not Caligula, whatever he's done. Agrippina was troubling, and you know how I hate all that performance nonsense.
Yes, it's undignified.
But apart from that, things haven't been so bad.
So far. But I fear what will happen with Burrus out of the picture. He dishonors Octavia on a daily basis, but without him he might go further.
I thought you said that wasn't my concern.
It's not. But it might be a sign of things to come. That woman has ensnared him. Maybe she wants to be his new mother.
Wonderful mental images.
Yes, no need to imagine the gory details. Remember what I said?
I will. When do you leave?
Soon. I need to attend to my household affairs.
Well, let me come with you.
You can't come to Hispania. It would look like you would.
To your house.
Very well.
Guards!
Yes, sir.
Guards of mine.
Imperator. Tailors.
Make sure we're not followed.
Yes, sir.
When are we getting paid?
When you reach our destination.
Lovely day for it. How about Boris?
Naturally, thinking about going for his job.
Wouldn't mind it.
You're a dreamer.
What does a man have but his dreams?
Oh, how poetic. I'd say he still has his life. His head.
Why ain't you a downer? Come on, let's get after them.
Hail, Caesar.
Greetings to you, Seneca. This is a tragic time for Rome.
Astonishing. Terrible.
Indeed,
Burrus will be missed.
he will. It's been 14 years since I have been acquainted with your younger son. 8 since you acquired the Empire. And I have...
Seneca, this is not the time for speeches. Speak on. Silence is golden.
Yes, Caesar. I just...
You have come to request your own departure?
Your older friends may require a rest.
Rest
Caesar.
now. There is no rest.
Indeed, yet I fear that our acquaintance has been on no fair trade. You have given me many gifts, which are imperishable as long as life may last. Yet, mine to you, gardens, capital, villas, are vulnerable to accident.
Mistake.
Not at all. The glitter of wealth dazzled me over the years.
Distracted.
I think I should return it to your control.
No, no. Your abnegation must be praised, but I do not think it would be right for a sage to claim credit for the act that sullies the fame of his friend.
You are most gracious, Caesar. We've both filled up the measure. You, of what a prince may give to his friend, and I, of what a friend may take from his prince.
Your prince may give you one more piece of good news.
What could that be?
As the elderly depart, one new voice must be born to echo in the halls of the palace.
Surely not Octavia. For all the Empire, these are news to celebrate.
Contemplate. That's right.
Indeed it is. Goodbye, my friend.
Hail, Caesar.
Burrus did not share from the Tanicus's plate. It was just a fever.
Madam,
Yes. You've come to escort me.
we have.
On what charge, if it matters?
Infidelity and abortion.
Really? After all the complaints of barrenness.
You have to come with us now, madam.
Don't you dare touch me!
I apologize.
Exiles, less than death.
You seem to think that one precludes the other.
There is a boat waiting.
So urgent. Are you desperate to avoid the crowds? Can you tell me about yourself as we walk?
Why?
It's keep me company. Hopefully the heart that sticks will be less lonely. Shall we, gentlemen?
You know there are a dozen or so slaves who could be doing that.
And more likely than not, they do it wrong.
Hush. Not a complaint, merely an observation.
Are we disturbing you?
No, not at all. How is she doing?
Oh, fine. She coughs occasionally. It's nothing.
Should we get her checked by
I already have. It's nothing.
You are so diligent.
The young Augusta sleeps at last.
And what of the elder?
If I dare to sleep a wink, she'll dare to wake me. My dear, have you heard how the Pompeii relief effort is going?
Oh, slowly. A year on, and still the most basic of repairs have not progressed nearly as much as they should have.
Undoubtedly, there are seeking more money.
They do not lack money in Pompeii.
No, but perhaps they lack motivation.
You have an idea?
The amphitheatre riots a couple of years ago were a dreadful affair.
The Nucerians and Pompeians tore each other to pieces is what you mean.
And you dealt with it swiftly and justly. Your ban on the games was the correct decision to make at the time.
I'm glad you think so.
But perhaps now given the last year's calamity, it might be wise to show a degree of clemency, generosity.
You want me to relax the ban?
The people of Pompeii would be welcome over distraction, any distraction. What better way to be distracted than by a gladiator fight?
Or we could just let the tensions between the Nucerians and Pompeians to erupt again on the streets. Might make the earthquakes look like a bad headache.
My dear.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to tar you with the same brush.
And yet you still do when you slander all Pompeians as a whole.
I do not! Shh.
I am Pompeian, and I know how Pompeii works. Devote your resources to the repair of the amphitheatre. Reopen it won't just be seen as a gesture of reconciliation with the town, or the revenues from the amphitheatre alone would spark an economic revival to keep the town surviving for many years. And trust. And you know I'm right.
Yes, I suppose I do.
You won't regret it.
Well, don't blame me if your family villa gets destroyed in riot flames.
Well, I'll never lose the place anyway.
Walk with me. Spend the day with me.
To the governors of all Rome's imperial provinces, from Nero, Claudius, Caesar, Augustus, Germanicus, Imperator, etc., etc. It is with great sorrow that I must announce the death of my daughter, Claudia Augusta, by my wife, Poppaea Augusta Sabina. Let it hereby be known that in consultation with the Senate and the people of Rome, the honor of deification has been bestowed upon us. May she look down on us from her place in the Pulvinar, and bring good fortune to all those who frequent her temple. May all the citizens of Rome and the imperial provinces mark the passing of its divine daughter. Each governor is to put up notices as to this effect. This is the imperial command.
Crowd.
Ecstatic, Caesar.
At the last performance.
No, gosh, no. Certainly not. In preparation for your own.
Well, I hope they're in the mood to receive me.
Emperor, they sent me to demand that you perform for them today. After your earlier saying they could not resist, if anything, I'd say the last performance only dampened their spirits. Incidentally, if I may say one thing.
What?
Are you sure that the subject matter
The subject matter is perfect. There is no greater tradition in the empire than Oedipus.
And your own interpretation of the subject will only make it greater. I'm just wondering if people might read too much into it.
Oh, I only think the wrong sort of people would do that.
Of course, Caesar. But
Test me on my lines. I'm going to perfect this thing.
Why are we here?
Stop moving.
We have nothing better to do than come and watch the play.
Of course we don't. What else would we be doing?
First thing.
Who says that you're mutually exclusive?
What's up next?
The blinding of Oedipus.
Sounds fair.
You said that too loudly. Performance.
You're shitting me.
That's it, plain as day.
What if we do a piece of that?
Shut up and keep clapping.
I've actually know it's going to be decent.
What do you know about anything?
Oh, this probably a lot more than you.
Oh, wait, son.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You've spoken your demands, and therefore it is a great joy and honour for me to be able to introduce the next performer. Please, a round of applause for our dearly beloved Emperor.
And child likeness. Gazzaron, foster mother, did you shelter me for this? Could you not let me die that instant, instead of saving me to tell the world how I was got? Now found wholly evil and of evil bad. That silent crossroads in the forest clearing, that copse beside the place where 3 roads met, whose soil I watered with my father's blood, my blood. Will they remember what they say? What I came that way to Thebes to do? Oh, incestuous acts, breeding where I was bred. Father, brother and son, wife, bride and mother, confounded in one monstrous matrimony. Unspeakable acts. I must speak no more of them. Hide me quickly away, away. For the gods' love, hide me away. Kill me, drown me in the depths of the sea.
Bravo, Caesar! Bravo!
Friends, you honor me, but I'm afraid I must disappoint you this one time. I know. It pains me to leave you two, but there are many things to attend to. The great fire that destroyed our city last year has left many important matters to deal with. And I will not rest until wooden Rome has been rebuilt in stone.
May I remind you also to give sacrifices in thanks for the blessing that is our dear Augusta Publius Sabina's pregnancy, a beacon of life in these difficult times.
Pregnant again, but not this time.
Will you keep your mouth shut?
Why does he want to rebuild everything in stone anyway?
So it's harder to burn them, though.
Certainly less flammable than these Jews.
They're not normal Jews, they're some kind of sect.
Yeah, there was just a guy named Joshua of Nazareth.
Look, can we just leave? You didn't even want to be here before.
That was before, wasn't it? What's your problem anyway?
He doesn't want to just rebuild the city. He wants to build himself a palace.
Who cares what he builds? He fed and sheltered everyone who lost their home. He can build what he likes.
He's not an Oriental king. He's not even a soldier. Instead, he just prances around on stage.
Yeah, some of these senators really don't look that happy.
They wouldn't know a good performance if it stared them in the face.
All hail the wisdom, Florus, highbrow dramatics.
Everywhere, who are conspirators all over the place, every nook and cranny of the state. It's true, all true. The freedmen confirmed it. Beagon. Not that scrawny little thing that used to train off to Galba. Oh, no, not Galba's pretty boy, his brother. Although he can take his precious fancy back to Hispania, I do not want them in Rome a moment longer. Sensible decision. The rest, suicide for some, exile for others. Afraid that I damn well tried to show generosity.
A fresh tragedy has befallen Rome.
I tried to be generous, just like Seneca. What? He's involved.
In the wake of conspiracies.
What? Seneca, he's involved. They talk to him. Oh, I'm sure they talk to a lot of. But why here? Out of the way, out of Rome, and yet they still talk to him. No power, no influence, no threat. And yet they still talk to him. I have no sympathy for the old fool, but still you must consider this calmly. Calmly? Why on
Because you could make rash decisions.
This isn't rash. They blame me for Boris, they blame me for Octavia, they blame me for damn fire!
Please, my dear, don't shout.
One more mention of illegal blazes and suddenly I've signed the people to their deaths! Now, the people fear me and clemency is no longer the antidote. Consider, there is nothing more to consider. The orders have been sent. Seneca should be opening his veins as we speak.
You did not consult me.
I do not need to consult women on matters of the state. This is my concern and mine alone.
This will pay back.
Do not lecture me!
My dear
Okay.
my dear wife,
Okay.
what do I have?
Oh, man. Oh, Pip. It's all right. It's all right. Pip. The pain. Somebody help me! Somebody help me! Somebody help me, please! I command you, help me!
What news?
Vindex is dead.
Dead?
Nearest Germanic legion's got to him.
Why did he rise when he only had access to a lone legion?
Moral compulsion, I don't know. You saw what happened to your brother. Do you really have the stomach for another rising?
4 years is a long time. This is not about my brother.
Give the dead their due, young.
I am 30 years old.
Young compared to me.
Most things are.
Your brother deserves your continued
He
respect.
has no chance of that if you fall on your sword. That is what you were intending, right?
Nero has ordered my death.
And you will just accept that?
It is his right!
He has no right. These past few years, his gallivant in Greece. Did you know one of his freedmen, a freedman of all people, has been ruling from Rome in his stead?
Yes, I know. You do not need to lecture me.
Vindex requested.
Vindex is dead.
Better late than never. The alternative is suicide. There is no middle ground anymore. Nero's panicked, irrational. He's made his choice. We need to make ours.
No, I need to decide. You do not need to do anything.
We need to decide whether we fight or die.
Am I interrupting?
Marcus Hoffman, this is unexpected.
I heard that you're on Vindex's mailing list.
I may have suggested...
Without my permission.
This is no time for arguments. As you can see, I've brought friends. I have more. And I gather you have a great deal many more still. Benefits of Acacia province, I presume. So, when do we move?
We haven't decided to move yet.
That's not what the Empire seems to think.
The Empire can think what it likes.
You haven't heard.
Heard what?
The news of your revolt has spread.
There is no revolt.
Yet.
If there is no revolt, then many members of the Senate are going to wish they'd kept their mouths shut.
Enough with the cryptic clues.
The Senate has declared its support of you.
Are they quite mad?
Nero still has command of the legion.
Technically speaking, apparently he ordered a couple to the north of Italy, but they appear to be dallying.
Dallying.
Staying put.
I know what it means.
Good for you, Piso. The word is that Vindex's conqueror, Virginius Rufus, was offered the emperorship, turned it down. You are undisputed.
Apart from Nero, of course.
Yes.
He would need to be dealt with. He could still command most of the legion.
Nero will be panicking. He won't be thinking straight.
Not very complimentary of your old friend.
He has not been my friend for some time.
If he wrestles control of his armies, he could still win.
He doesn't know that he can. He's not a military man.
And you are?
I know where the base of his power truly lies. These men here left associates back in Italy when they came and sought me out.
However did they seek you out?
Suetonius here used to guard one of my villas back in the day. Knows I'm a good employer and brought his friend.
But why
I heard a rumor that Nero fled the capital.
Nero has fled the capital. If we send word to their associates...
we can see that he doesn't return.
Yes. Very well done, Piso.
What if Nero doesn't panic?
Then you're dead.
How soon can we send a message?
There's a horse stand outside already. Thank you, gentlemen.
Still uncomfortable?
Is it so obvious?
This was the logical thing to do.
We abandoned our posts.
When Vindex rose, we had to take a chance. Not with Vindex. He never had a chance. The next best thing was to come here. To Galba.
We went to Otho first.
If Galba's clean either way, what difference does it make?
Otho's no better than his friend Nero, to whom, incidentally, we still owe an oath of loyalty.
Empire trumps emperor. And besides, we're not acting against him. We simply came to his family.
And the same is said for Florus and the boy.
He hasn't been a boy since Agrippina. 9 years is a long time.
We come now.
And you did not call us. All attempts of magic failed before. Tiridates' magi produced no result, and yet now you come! It is... Oh, perhaps... So, to my grave, my bridal bow, my endless prison, I go to join my many kinsmen in the ancient mansions of Persephone. Last unhappiness before their time.
The only tragic part unless we use it all.
What an artist dies in you.
This is not my role! This is not my role! Well, no one aid me, will no one steady the dagger in my hand? No, I am alone with neither friend nor foe. Hark! Now strikes on my ear the tremble forces. The hour has not yet come.
It has.
Bravery, dear. Bravery.
To live is a scandal and shame. This does not become me. This does not become him. Come. Rouse yourself.
He's here.
He's already done it. Or tried to, at least.
He's trying to say something.
Finish him off. It's kind of that way. There's a name in this for me, you know. Let the freedman deal with it.
The men of the hour, they say. Your bounty.
Thank you, sir.
The gentleman. You've done Rome a great service today. The names will not be forgotten, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
In fact, you have an additional name now, don't you? I must call you Sulpicius Florence. So kind of gallant to lend you his name.
Citizenship agrees with me, sir.
Sure it does, even if it does sound you with that name. But I suppose Servius Sulpicius Galba now has names to spare.
Imperator Servius Sulpicius Galba Caesar Augustus.
The man himself, Caesar.
The Praetorians are demanding the money the nearest crony promised them before he died.
I see.
I'm accustomed to levy soldiers, not to buy them.
Of course, but surely some allowances must be made.
Nonsense, these are Roman soldiers, not brigands.
The imperial treasury was ransed for granted by your Frey.
Excuse me.
Sacrifices must be made.
Not to the military. Have you heard the rumors from Lower Germania?
Yes, Vitellius is rising with his armies from the Rhine.
Why, you even gave him that position in the first place.
The man's a glutton. His bottomless gullet will be filled from the resources of the province before he even tries to move.
Gluttons always want
It is
more.
being dealt with.
Raising taxes will not go down well with the people.
It is necessary.
That as may be, we must look for alternatives.
I have one. A successor. Half the city is convinced I'm going to keel over at any moment.
You're hardly on death's door.
Be that as it may, their confidence in me will be reaffirmed if I name a young and vigorous man as my successor. Caesar. I can think of no better man than you.
Caesar?
You are of highest birth and even higher character. I know that if I die, the empire would be left in good and safe hands. The hands of one who will not shy away from responsibility in the decisions that the future requires.
I am honored, but I lack the experience.
With Otho to help you, you will succeed. You two may need to cease squabbling, but Otho has proved himself a worthy gentleman. In fact, 10 years in governing in Lusitania, I didn't hear one word of discontent from across my borders. I must say your moderation was surprising, but
You're most gracious, Caesar.
there's much to be done. Piso, you come with me and make sure the Senate's support doesn't waver. Otho?
I'll be with you shortly.
Problem, sir?
Perhaps.
Is he not paying us anything more?
He being the emperor.
Yes, sir. I meant no offence.
None taken. It would appear that he does not consider common soldiery to be worthy for additional portions from the imperial purse.
He mentioned problems with the treasury.
Treasure of the state, not his own.
Miserable.
Let my generosity tide you over for the time being. This is not just for you. It's for you and your friends. You are to split it with your 2 friends, and then each of you are to find 2 more. I'm sure they will be in need of it.
Your kindness knows no bounds, sir.
It does. Generosity hits the purse hard. That is the last of my money. I doubtless have enemies who will be more than willing to swoop down and prosecute me for bankruptcy when I eventually lack a single coin.
then we cannot accept this.
You can, and you must. Consider the money to be a gateway to future opportunities.
Such as?
A few days from now, Galba will be holding auguries. I will excuse myself from the soothsayer's presence. On my walk, a detour to the Praetorian camp would not go amiss. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
You have no love for Galba. No one does, except perhaps Piso. Rome will be miserable with him. I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Can you believe this?
Scarcely.
Our luck
Luck goes hand in hand with problems and danger.
and opportunity.
Are we not already better off than we were before?
For how long? Not very if all is to be believed.
No, probably not.
Who would you rather have as an emperor? The one who leaves us in the gutter, or the one who respects us? The one who risks everything for us as well as himself?
Everybody thought Galba would be such a great emperor, till he became one.
Your wife has a child on the way, doesn't she? This will help. We should start handing it around.
He won't take it, you know.
Who would?
You know who.
Maybe we don't ask him immediately. We'll come round to it eventually.
Comrades! I cannot tell you who I am to come before you, for I may not call myself a private citizen now that you have named me emperor. Nor emperor, while another holds the imperial power.
But stay closer.
Almost the camp! How did he find the time to do that?
Do you hear how men call for my execution and your punishment in the same breath? It is clear that we may neither die nor be safe except together. So merciful is Galba that perhaps he has already made promises such as befit the man responsible for the slaughter of all those innocent soldiers, though no man demanded it.
He slipped away during the auguries. Something about an architect at the house.
An architect?
A lie! The soldiers swept him up on the street as he walked.
Horror comes over me every time I recall his fateful entrance and the single victory that he won, where he gave the order that those who had surrendered should be decimated in the sight of the whole city, the very men he had taken under his protection in answer to their appeals.
The Praetorians do not speak for the entire soldiery, Caesar. Others will rally to your side.
What province is there anywhere? What camp has not been blood-stained and defiled, or, as Galba would have it, purged and disciplined? What other men call crimes, he calls remedies, falsely calling strictness, cruelty, frugality, arrogance, the punishments and sufferings that you endure, discipline.
You will not be forgotten for this soldier.
Sempronius Densus.
Your name will continue, Sempronius Densus.
Furthermore, to prevent you from having any hope, even in his successor, Galba has called from exile the one whose gloom and greed he reckons makes him most like himself. The Senate, the people of Rome, look to brave action on your part, for in you is all promise of noble action, and without you, no purposes, however noble or just, are to avail.
He must be desperate. He intends a slaughter.
Calm yourself.
It is not to danger or to war that I am calling you, for all of the armed forces are on our side. The only rivalry between you will be to see who can put me most in his debt. There is no time to delay in a plan that is not praiseworthy until put into effect.
Halt! Someone's there!
name?
There's no time for this, boy. Whose side are you on?
Sir, I've come to tell you.
Tell me what?
I have slain Otho.
And who told you to do that?
You should come with me to the forum at once.
He's lying.
Densis, please.
You're lying, aren't you?
Densis.
Admit it! You two as well.
More friends, I presume.
Francis, step away from them.
No.
Dennis, please, we didn't tell you because we knew you wouldn't like it. After listening to us, this is the only way.
There is always another way.
He paid us well. You can have
Money! Is that all it takes to abandon your oath, abandon your emperor? Make gold and silver coins.
Don't be unreasonable.
You've abandoned your oath before. I didn't see you defending Nero to the end.
No. No, you didn't. I abandoned one emperor and left him to his fate. I will not besmirch myself again. I will not do it to another.
You're in our way.
Dennis, please.
Run. All of you.
Densis.
Get out of here!
After that! Help me! Get after them.
Come on! Come on, damn it!
Stop.
As of yet, my strength is unimpaired.
You have no further to go.
Strike fast, if it is in the best interests of the state. That is enough.
No, another. There is always.
You cannot touch me! Vesta protects me! You cannot kill me on the temple steps!
No, we can't.
No! Please, no! You can't! No! Have mercy! Please! No! Please!
It's done.
Not yet. Galba,
From the 15th gun. This third one. Comes to like.
you did well.
Don't touch me! Just
Don't.
My old friend Vitellius, greetings.
Good friend Otho, your letter reached me here on the Rhine.
You will be pleased to hear that the tyrant, Galba, has been deposed and Rome is now free of his poisonous influence.
Your news on Galba has gladdened me, and it's to the benefit of the whole empire that he is gone.
You've heard the rumors from Judea and Alexandria.
The son of a mule driver will be no concern of mine.
I write to you primarily in regards to an offer.
I read your offer.
Your rising against Galba does you much credit.
I must say I was surprised.
However, now that the Senate and the people of Rome have invested me with the purple, it is not a matter that can simply be transferred.
My soldiers proclaimed me Imperator long before the purple touched your skin.
That is not to say, however, that the burden cannot be shared.
Do not see how the office could be shared.
Money, rank, titles worthy of your position would be yours. a share in imperial power, secured by your adoption by me.
To be the son of an emperor has never been equal to being named as his successor.
I must remind you that your armies owe an oath of loyalty to the Senate and the people of Rome.
My armies owe an oath to me.
May the gods convince you to see reason.
You may have your armies, but you are no military commander. Concede to me.
Yours.
Marcus,
Salvius,
Vitellius,
Nero,
Germanicus,
Caesar,
Augustus.
At first, fortune smiled at the undertaking of Otho. Proper legions flocked to his cause, many filled with veterans. Some had seen action on the shores of Britain, bringing an Icenian rebel queen to her knees. The first battle in southern Gaul was won. The Vitellians did not flee, however. They rallied together and attacked Placentia. Otho's followers prepared stakes and huge masses of lead and stone and bronze to break through and overwhelm the enemy. On both sides was a feeling of shame, on both an ambition for glory. Different expectations were heard. The Vitellians assailed their opponents as lazy and indolent, soldiers corrupted by the circus and the theater. The people in the town accounted the Vitellians as foreigners and barbarians. Another victory for Otho followed. But then came Bedlam, an inauspicious place. The fighting to that point had been hard, and rumors flew of a peace envoy, an end to the strife that pitted Roman against Roman. Yet pacts flew away as greetings were exchanged. Only death remained at Bedlam. Many men died that day, but not all was lost. We could have won if we had tried.
What's this?
What are you talking about?
Bedlam! They flew banners of peace, blasted peace!
Why?
It was over the conference. Over an end.
Spit it out. What end?
The commander went. Did the usual. Florus went with him. They did the usual. They saluted the foe and Pax, Dr. Mighty Jupiter. Then he started saluting when they fell on them. Most speak before I could utter a word. They were everywhere. Men could hardly grasp for their weapons before they.
How did you escape?
You heard him. How did you survive? Coward.
I had no choice.
There is always a choice.
How long did it take before you left the battlefield? Did you even see it to the end?
It's not my fault.
You're back!
It's only two of these men. I don't recognize them.
Troops just joined us, soldiers from the 14th.
This man lies! He's a coward!
There was a battle, a trick.
So was it?
He's a coward!
Romans betraying truces. What is this nonsense?
How about you absconded from the camp in the night? Couldn't take the call!
Came back with his tail to scrounge supplies from the camp.
Liar! Am I? Coward! I speak truth! A brutal truth, a truth harder than any lie! I accept it! I can't help but accept it. I saw it with my own two eyes! Death! So much death! It lingers on the brain. It wasn't just just friends. See, in a way that would have made it easier. It was everyone. Men I knew, men I hated, men I didn't even know. Either with a sword in their hand or in the gun. Hear me, my emperor! Listen to the words that your dogs scorn! Today, you taste defeat. Or you might smell the remnants of it if you step near the battlefield. Look for the hillside. It won't be hard to miss. Scarlet on the horizon, sir. Blood draining through soil, like sea foam through sand. Roman blood, sir. Drawn by Romans. But nobody believes! How could they? Maybe a Greek or a Carthaginian, but not a Roman. It couldn't be. No Roman could lie like that, not to another. So the witness must be lying, all lies. He twists the truth of Apollo with his tongue.
It seems impossible to be true, but if we just sit down...
No, Suetonius! No. My tongue is called into question by these Romans.
Sir, I must urge you to reconsider.
No. To expose such brave and noble soldiers, such as yourself, to further danger, I reckon, too great a price for my life.
You can still win with plenty of reserves. Troops are on their way as we speak.
The greater the hope you offer me, were it my will to live, the more glorious will be my death. Fate and I know each other well.
Vitellius cannot be allowed to rule. You are the better man.
Would you have me suffer? So many of Rome's young men, such noble armies to be once again cut down and lost to the state. Let me carry with me the thought of your willingness to die for me. You must live.
You left the wife and child of Vitellius alive. What surety is there that he will be so kind?
At my quick end, I can earn the clemency of the victor. For it is not in the depths of despair, while my arm is still demanding in battle, that I have saved the state this final misfortune. Allow me to imitate a man, your friend, whom I commend, not one the gods have declared victor in battle. Therefore, you must face life with a brave heart. Do not forget, now remember too constantly, that Otho was your commander. Leave me. You chose for yourself an emperor that would not give you up to save himself, but rather himself to save you.
somebody writes them down.
Okay. Are you here?
Yeah.
Very nice. I miss you. You say the same with me?
Sometimes, yes.
And others?
You were made for each other.
Who were?
You and I, pair. You and prepare.
It have ever worked if the circumstances were different.
The circumstances could not.
Circumstances made us just as much as we made them.
The story was dictated.
The story always continues.
One person's story ends, but there is always another.
I'm sorry. Is that an empty apology now?
Words are never seldom meant.
Even I did it in the end.
Hurry. We must not do it. We are waiting. All of us.
Where does he lie? The body was burnt. The stone there marks his passing.
Fitting mausoleum.
The odor of a dead enemy is sweet, and that of a fellow citizen sweeter still.
What?
He did it with this, did he?
I'll have it sent to the colony of Agrippina. There it shall be dedicated to Mars.
In honor of your victories?
What else?
Of course. May I leave?
Oh, do as you wish. Although, do you have a son?
I do. Newly born.
Be sure to tell him this.
I will. There was one more thing.
Yes.
News from the east. Apparently Vespasian has left the siege of Jerusalem to his son and heads westward, commanding several legions.
The son of a mule driver is no concern of mine.